Hey, good morning. It's BJ and Joe Ando from Out and About on the Recumbents. Right now we're on the Midland Trail, and we're gonna pop off though and catch the 30th Colorado Avenue bike lane over to not sure the name of the street. I'll have to find that out for you. But we're gonna run over to the Buffalo Lodge Bicycle Resort, and we're gonna give you a quick run-through tour. People are always asking us, where's a good place to stay if we come to Colorado Springs. And I'm gonna tell you, there's no cooler place than the Buffalo Bicycle Lodge, because all the rooms have been redecorated, and they're all a bicycle motif, as they call it. It's a very unique place because the rooms are bungalows. They're not smack dab on each other. Yeah, our light's not changing very fast. I'll tell you, I've already hit it, but it's not changing very fast. I'll try again. But yeah, like I said, they're all bungalows, so they're all at least a little bit separate, and very nicely done inside. Okay, are we gonna get to finally go? Yes, yay! All right, so now we're on the Colorado Avenue bike lane. We're not gonna be on here for very long. We'll be going up to this next the next street. Like I said, this is Colorado. There's Amanda's Fonda Mexican restaurant. What you're doing is, if you keep going on this, is the bike lane does continue. This will take you into Manitou, but we're going to take you the back way, which I like better. Okay, we're going to turn right on Columbia Road. So it's Colorado Avenue and Columbia Road. And you can see they've got their official sign up. Now if you so it's kind of nice. It's kind of tucked back off the trail, off the Midland Trail a bit, and it's mostly a back road, street, whatever you want to call it. So it's not real evil as far as traffic goes. We have to stop here and go. As you can see, it's got a nice green Shero sign. Yeah. So like I said, we're just going to take you on a spin through tour. I don't know the prices. You'll have to look that up. Like I said, it's the Buffalo Lodge Bicycle Resort. And I think it's, like Buffalo Lodge bicycleresort.com. And it's a cool place to stay. It really is. So yeah, so here it is. And if you're here on the weekends, they do live entertainment. They have a stage on the other side of this wall here. I can't show you, but they also have, if you don't want to bring your trike, they have bikes you can borrow or rent from the hotel itself. But you can see little bungalows. Got some cool bicycle stuff up there. So yeah, so like I said, if you're coming to stay and Colorado Springs, and you're a bicyclist or a triker, please give Tori, she's the owner, and her staff a call, and they can set you up with a really nice little bungalow. And like I said, you'll be just down from the Midland Trail. You're just a little jaunt from being able to go in, pick up Ridge Avenue and go into the Garden of the Gods. This is their, they have another stage area. They've held silent discos and all kinds of stuff here. We've actually been to a couple. We spent our 40th wedding anniversary here, and so that was 4 years ago, because that's it'll be October 4th. I'm sorry, October 3rd. Too many fours. This is their brand new pool area, and like I said, don't let the outside appearance fool you. On the inside, they are nice. The staff is totally accommodating. They have a complete bar set up inside, so if you want to get a cocktail or one of the local beer brews, you know. No, I don't know. I gotta ask Tori if that's okay first. But yeah. So this is the main entrance here. We'll kind of go over here since nobody's here. Yeah. And they have a beautiful fireplace in there. They do kickback stuff. They got something going on, you know, like just about all the time. So yeah. Like I said, this is their new stage area over here. You can't really see it. They put the fence up here, and I'm going to see if I can at least get over the fence. You can see the, oh, I don't know. It's going to be close. See the stage over there. Oh boy, I may have got myself in here too tight. It's going to be fun. Just made it, But yeah. Like I said, it's the Buffalo Lodge Bicycle Resort. Telephone number 1-719-634-2851. Again, I'll do that. It's bicycleresort.com. 719-634-2851. And that's here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. You just really can't have a better place to just, you know, come and hang, enjoy yourself. And you can take the back road here, which I think this is El Paso Street. I'm not 100% sure. And this will actually take you over to Fields Park. So we're going to go ahead and do that, Joe. Let's take the back road here. Yeah. Hurry up. Or stop. Okay. Tell him to go. He can't see you. He can't see either one of us. She can't see either one of us. So, okay, we're good. Okay, so it is okay, yeah. So it's on El Paso Boulevard and Columbia Street. And they just repaved this, so it's really nice. It used to be kind of bumpy and crummy. They actually have the Academy riding stables right here too. So if you decide you want to get a horse ride, ride a horse in the garden of the through the trails of the Garden of the Gods, you can set it up. These are all brand new here. Brand new. They're not even a year old. So they only have kind of a bike lane. It's not really a bike lane. That's why they have the Share-O signs on the road, because the cars are supposed to share. But, you know, I mean, the cars are pretty used to having bikes on this road here. I mean, I don't remember ever being car back, run over, you know. Or, you know, anybody being really, oh, that was a terrible stop. Didn't even try hard. But yeah, we'll take you all the way over and we can show you the road that will, if you come down El Paso here, you can pick up a road, a little back road that will actually take you to the back entrance for the Garden of the Gods old trading post. Cool place. Really good food. Car back. Because they have the new visitor center, which is across on 30th Street, but their cafe sucks. I don't know how else to say it. Their cafe sucks. It's just no good at all. Where the cafe here is really, really good. You will need to bring locks because you can't see your trike or bike from the cafe. So make sure you bring plenty of locks. Okay, so this street corner name is El Paso Boulevard and Beckers Lane. Beckers Lane. You're right next to the Red Wing Hotel. So if you turn right up this road, which is Beckers Lane, okay, you will eventually run into a back way into the Garden of the Gods in the old trading post. Now this is Fields Park here. Has a skateboard bowl in it, a couple of pickleball carts, and the trail, which we're going to pick up again, turns back a ways. It turns into the spring, the Creekwalk Trail. I get confused because there were times when it used to be called the Spring Creek Trail, but they changed it to Creekwalk Trail. And it's also a 9-hole practice disc golf practice course. It's not a formal course, so it doesn't have any cement tees, but as you can see, it's a really pretty area. Afternoon. Howdy. There's a dirt trail back there, and there's a real nice creek back there. My understanding, they call it Fountain Creek. Yeah, as you can see, there's a lady there practicing her putting. Howdy. So like I said, it's not big enough, and it doesn't have cement tees, so it's not an official course. But yeah, you can come out and, you know, if you're a disc golfer and just want to practice on your putting or a little, you know, a little close work, it's here for you. So we're gonna take the Creekwalk Trail here, and we're going to howdy. We're going to go all the way to the end, which I believe is at Mayfair Drive or something like that. Mayfair Road, Mayfair Drive, and that's where the trail sadly ends. Basically, just across from the Manitou Chamber of Commerce building. And the creek's right there. Passing on your left. Thank you. might be able to see a little in there, but not much. It's pretty heavily forested, or wooded, as I think they call it more back east. I'm in 3. I'm gonna eat you alive. Joe has a real bad habit of not gearing up at the bottom of a hill. She kind of waits till she's going, and see, I don't like to do that. I get in my gear before I get to the hill. So see, I have to be careful because I'm in my 3, I'm running her over. Her 3 is not as strong as my 3. Her kung fu is not strong. That's a movie quote. Oh, the movie's called The Core, C-O-R-E. Good flick. Check it out. Howdy.
How we doing?
But you can definitely see why they call it the Creekwalk Trail, because you walk right by the creek. Okay, so now we're going past, okay, I'm going to guess and call it Shriver, because I think it's the same general that they named the Air Force Base out east of Colorado Springs, because we have a Shriver Air Force Base out there, which is all Space Command. Doo -doo -doo -doo. Yeah, gotta love that, man. I tell you, I spent my 4 years in the Air Force, a few months in the Air National Guard, and boy, I would have killed to be part of the Space Force. Yeah, I can't say that without giving you the extra. just to have that on your uniform, you know. Of course, I'd be terrible because I'd be flashing the, you know, the Vulcan sign to everybody, you know. Live long and prosper in the Space Force. Yes. Yeah, that's it. Joe says not to be confused with Space Ghost. Okay, now if you know Space Ghost, guess what? You're old. You have no way of denying that you're not old. But yeah, I want you to know we don't get anything for plugging the Buffalo Bicycle Lodge, and that's okay. Tori's a friend of ours. Well before she bought the old Buffalo Lodge and turned it into the Buffalo Bicycle Resort, we were members of the Colorado Springs Cycling Club back in our bicycling days. Before we got smarts and got 3 wheels instead of 2. And but she's a great person. She has an excellent family. Howdy. And yeah, if you ever come up this way, oh man, it's a shame. People leaving their damn trash baskets here. There's a nice little picnic area and a bench over there right by the creek. Just a real shame they got to do this. It really is. Damn garbage. There's a little waterfall over here. So this sadly is where it ends. Eventually it will at least go all the way to the next park, which I think is Soda Springs Park. I don't know for 100% sure. I know they have the Seven Springs Natural Spring there. This is the Manitou Chamber of Commerce. Now they call this the Visitor Bureau too, and I thought the Visitor Center was a little over a different way. The Fountain Creek Villas, boy. That's a cool name. Okay. They even have a real nice... Okay, so we got to go real slow here because this bridge is thin. It be thin. Just enough for a trike. Cool view of a... Let's stop here for just a second. Let you check out that view there. Talk about a picture postcard view. I gotta tell you, there's nothing more beautiful than the sound of falling water. And as you can see, we're right back on the trail. So now we're gonna be heading to Shriver Park. And for you old-time subscribers, you know this route well. If you're new, definitely, you know, if you got an afternoon that you don't feel like riding, but you want to get out and do a little walk, it's worth it. You know, I mean, it's a little bit of a hassle to get parked and everything else if you got a car, but come check out Manitou Springs. Just a great little tiny town to walk around in. All kinds of cool stores, places to eat. You know, just got a really cool laid-back vibe. It's funny because in the 70s, you know, Manitou Springs was kind of the hippie drug haven. But it's not that way anymore. It's much nicer. Howdy. Hey Joe, do you need to stop? No. Yeah, I really don't either. So I think we'll just go ahead and head on. Yeah, but right down that way, that's Shriver or whatever they call it park. Passing on your right, thank you. Have a good day. That's the Manitou Springs swimming pool right there. But Shriver has got the park has a duck pond, really pretty little duck pond with a fountain in it. Recumbent trikes coming through, stay tight. Coming up. Oh, come on, baby, come on. There we go. Bring the speed down here. Thank you, sir. Yeah, it's a downhill. You could be flying, but you know, you're in a park. You got to slow down. You know, we try to keep it at a maximum of 15 miles an hour. And usually we ride, you know, once we get down off the big hill, it's more like about 10. Because, you know, howdy, people are out here enjoying themselves. Passing on your left again, thank you. One more behind me. Have a good day. Gives you a little better view of the disc golf course. But it's a nice place to, you know, stop, take a break, and thank you, ma'am, thank you, sir. And there's some, you know, there's some, you know, flat rock picnic table kind of areas down in the creek here. It's a little hard to see. Don't know if I can't capture them from here. Yeah, got to be real careful here because it's, as it says, slow down, blind corner, proceed with caution. Yeah, there you go. Platform, and they got a, if you're fortunate enough to grab this chair here, like this lady here, and this is definitely a beautiful little park. I mean, it really is. Howdy. There's your pickleball courts. Used to be tennis courts. They do have a single restroom over there that's very nice. I mean, they redid it completely, and I mean, it's really pretty darn nice. Like I said, this is Fields Park, F-I-E-L-D-S. For a long time, we had no idea what the name of this park was. We just call it the Skate Bowl Park. But they actually put a sign up, so it's called Fields. Okay, so we're gonna cross back over and do a part of the Creekwalk Trail that we didn't do because we came down El Paso Street instead from the Buffalo Bicycle Resort, or the Buffalo Bicycle Lodge Resort. The Buffalo Lodge Bicycle Resort. Yeah, that's too big a title. Just call it the Bike Resort. The Bike Resort with a buffalo on it. Yeah. Now we're going to do an instant transition. We are going to change from the Creekwalk Trail to the, ta-da, back to the Midland Trail, because that means we're out of Manitou Springs. That's the only difference. One means you're in Colorado Springs, and the other one means you're in Manitou Springs. Passing on your left. Thank you. One more behind me. And now we're going into Adams Crossing, and we'll be going underneath excuse me, we'll be going underneath Colorado Avenue. So this is a new trail piece they put in about, probably about 2-3 years ago now, so it's not like super new. You can see, you can really see the Buffalo Lodge sign from here. So they have a happy hour from 4 to 6, live music Wednesday through Saturday, 6 to 8. Urban Market on Thursday, 5:30 to 8. Coming around. Oh, well, it's pretty clear today. This can be really nasty if it rains. Oh, whoa, yeah. There's that wobble. It's a bump, you know. Like I said, that's something you have to watch out for when you put a inline e-assist motor on an older trike. I don't know if it does it on the new trikes. Probably not. They're probably, you know, probably made them a little stronger so they could, you know, totally handle the extra weight out front. Okay, so I got to get myself into a weirdo position because I can't make this corner. Okay, as you can see, well, maybe that sign overhead that's where it becomes Manitou Springs. When you leave it, it becomes Colorado Springs. So always remember this. If you jump off of Pikes Peak, it's not a problem because you get caught by two springs. Manitou Springs, Colorado Springs. Okay, that's a bad joke for today. I am still not going to make this thing. I don't know, like I said, I think it's because, you know, this is supposed to be the sport touring version of our trikes, where Joe's is a touring version. And I think it's just that because her seat is higher, her handlebars have more room to make a sharper turn, where mine do not. I like to jump off here because when you get down to the light and you want to pick up the other part of the Midland Trail, you don't have to hit the crosswalk. You just cruise out. It looks like the street sweeper has been through here, but so you got to give them some credit, because that's one thing you'll never see in Colorado Springs. They do not usually sweep the bike lanes. Howdy? They can be kind of icky. All right, now see, to get across Ridge Road here off of Highway 24, you'd have to use that crosswalk if you didn't come out into the bike lane. I can just barely make this, boy. That's as sharp as my trike turns. That's the one disadvantage of that is the one disadvantage. My brain just ran, my thought just ran right off the railroad track. It did, boy. Now I can't remember what the disadvantage was. I have to think about it. That's it. So now we're back on the Midland Trail, which was only a switch of a name. I guess, you know, Manitou wanted to have their own name. Although, to be honest, the Creekwalk Trail might have been in Manitou before they built this Midland Trail. I have to check into that, see if I can find out. Now we got an easy cruise because it's pretty much all downhill, you know. It's not heavy downhill except for like right here by the creek. This one's a little hairy because it gets a little thin right here. It could really use to be a little wider. And there's the creek right there. Like I said, you can tell it's not very wide. Especially when you've got a recumbent trike coming at you. Recumbent trike coming down, stay tight. Okay, well, we got to get across 30th Street here, and it's one of them long lights. This is the new slightly elevated intersection. We still can't, and you got schmucks like this, they can't figure out where they should stop. There's a big line back there, you dumbass. Sorry, this makes me angry. As you can see, there's a huge line right there, okay? That tells you, oh, I should stop. But some people, they don't think they should have to stop. I just did that for the Harley on the... Sorry. Well, I'm not sorry. You know that Joe and I rode motorcycles, touring. We were touring motorcyclists for a long time, and I rode for almost 50 years. I started way back in '76. And then Joe joined me when, about 5 years after we got married. We got married in 1980. And we picked up, yeah, that's what you get, dummy, for not slowing down. But we picked us up a motorcycle. It was one of those famous leftover Japanese, universal Japanese motorcycles, a great little Yamaha XS650 Heritage Special, which we turned into a touring bike right away. Poor thing. And it was a great machine, man. We put 80 some odd thousand miles on that machine. All double up. Went to several states. So we will always have a fond feeling when it comes to motorcycles. I know some people don't like them, but man, for us, they were beautiful. Howdy. Have a good one. You see, you love dog walkers that are totally responsible. You know, the dog is on a leash. She has a poop bag in her hand. And she was nice enough to pull aside when we went by. Now there's nothing that says they have to pull aside. But it's really nice because sometimes these trikes, they freak some dogs out. I mean, just freak them out. You know, the dog's not even hardly, it just goes crazy. You know, we've heard that people have the same problem with horses, but we've never had a, you know, when we see a horse, we stop, we greet, you know. We've never had a horse go like really crazy. They might get, you know, a big whinny or something every now and then. Howdy. But yeah, we've had dogs go absolutely nuts. And if they weren't on a leash, they'd have eaten us. I mean, I'm serious. We'd have gotten eaten. Oh, get your brake there, fella. I don't know what this guy is doing. He's gonna fall over if he doesn't do something. All right, man.
How y'all doing?
Good. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
You have to be careful right here because sometimes they come ripping around. There's a storage area on the other side here, and they'll kind of come ripping around on you. Going past the creek again. That's the one kind of cool thing about the Midland Trail. It does kind of go back and forth across the creek, and the only bad thing is it's pretty much the Midland Trail is also known as the Hobo Trail. Lots of homeless. You know, they make camps along this trail, but I'm going to be honest with you. Like I've said many times, we've never been bothered. You know? As long as you recognize that, you know, hey, they're human. Because, you know, people want to dump on them so bad, but you know, some people are here because they want to be, but some people are here because they never thought they'd ever be. And I guess, you know, if you got lots of money, or, you know, like you're retired, but, you know, you've got a great pension and everything else, well, then you can, you know, I guess you can speak evil. But, you know, all Joe and I have is our Social Security, you know, we earned it, damn it, our earned Social Security retirement. We don't have disability. We don't qualify. You know, and I went because of my arthritis, and I was having too hard of problems keeping up with everybody at work. And, you know, I'm a manual labor kind of guy, warehousing, storekeeping, you know, that's what I know. And but I couldn't keep up. You know, the arthritis makes me slow. And the longer I work, the slower I get. And in the United States of America workforce, slow is a 4-letter word. You know, you can be a smoker and you can take extra smoke breaks, or you can, you know, screw off all you want. But as long as when the boss looks at you and you're busting your can, you're great. But when he looks at you and sees that you're not going as fast as everybody else, then all of a sudden, you're not a good employee anymore. Well, I got tired of hearing that. So when I turned 62 and so many months, I went on Social Security retirement. Howdy? And so I only clear, well, I clear about $900 a month before they take out the money for Medicare. So I only make $700 and some odd dollars, howdy, net a month. You couldn't even live on that here if it wasn't for the fact that Joe worked till she was almost official retirement age. You know, she was only like, I don't know, 8 months off or something like that. And so she makes considerably more than I do. And, you know, the two of them together, we get by. We squeak by, literally. Colorado Springs is a very expensive place to live. It's pretty. It's got a lot of cool stuff. The bike infrastructure is getting better and better and better. But it is a extremely expensive place to live. Give you a quick view of the transformers as we go by. Now eventually, one of these days, I don't know when, it's not on the drawing board yet or anything like that, but they will figure out how to continue the, you know, the actual trail from 21st Street to 25th Street where we got off the trail. But we like to use Nagale Street because this takes you over and you actually have a crosswalk light to use, where the way they want you to go, which is on Kachara Street, well, the only problem with that is that you have the crossing they have to get across 21st Street is one of those where you have to wait for people to stop for you, you know, so you're at their mercy. Well, this is much better. This is much better. We'd rather come down here and be around the traffic and the noise and have a safe, you know, a safe crossing. And it's even safer now because they put in the slightly raised crosswalks. I'm not really sure it slows anybody down that much. But I don't know if you're looking at that one pickup truck when he came ripping around the corner at the 31st in Colorado. He bounced over that that elevated crosswalk because he was going too fast. It's one of those things where if you slow down, you won't even notice it. But if you're going too fast, you'll notice it. All right, we got a light, dear. I'm gonna let you go ahead. So we have to use the sidewalk along 21st Street here to get us back to where we hook up with the Midland Trail again. Sorry folks, had to switch hands. Yeah, well, they opened this back up, but it's kind of a shame because it used to be called the Smiling Toad, and they had a big smiling toad, and it was cool. Always liked it. But now it's I don't know, it's got a donkey on it. That's all I know. They don't have a name up. But it was empty for quite a while. And so now it's another, you know, they turned it back into a brew pub, which that's what the Smiling Toad was a brew pub. And okay, so now we're off of 21st Street and back onto the Midland Trail. And the Midland Trail will take us all the way to America the Beautiful Park in the kind of the west side of downtown Colorado Springs. Not the west side of Colorado Springs, but the west side of downtown Colorado Springs. Because the west side of Colorado Springs is its own area, and it also has old Colorado City in it. That's another cool place where, you know, if you just want to spend the day walking around taking a rest between rides, check out old Colorado City on Colorado Avenue. Same, you know, kind of like Manitou, you know, lots of places to, you know, they got shops, they got restaurants. Kind of just a cool place to take a walk, man. Take a hike. But yeah, I wasn't going to do a video, but I really wanted to do a quick promo for the Buffalo Lodge, because when we had those great folks from out of state here last week, and one of them stayed at the well, the Garden of the Gods RV Resort in one of what they call their cabins, and they said it wasn't very good. And you know, it's a shame because I don't know if the Buffalo Lodge Bicycle Resort would have been cheaper, I doubt it, but it probably wouldn't have been too much more expensive if it was. And they would have had a much better experience. Because Tori and her staff, they take good care of everybody. It's pretty amazing too when her son Daniel, for the last, oh, I don't know how many years, well, that poor young man has had, well, he's had brain tumors come and go, been on chemo a bunch, been on radiation a bunch. Right now he just got off of chemo, and he's got some experimental treatment that they've put together for him, and she still manages to take good care of her son, and you know, and run the motel, and be a real active part of the community, especially the bicycle community. She hasn't done it for a little while, but she also runs a podcast called Bicycle to Springs. I think that's what it's called, is Bicycle to Springs. And I apologize to Tori, but I can't remember her last name. I'm bad with last names. I'm bad with regular names. You can ask the Martins. I call them the Murphys twice in a video, in a couple of videos ago, and I've still profusely apologized. Okay. Oh, bouncy bounce. So one of these really, really rough transitions. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I think engineers just have a good time, you know what I mean? When they design bike lanes, because they don't have to do the stuff, the rules that they have to do for streets, you know? Try to stay away from 90-degree corners. Oh no, there's tons of 90-degree corners on bike lanes and bike trails. I thought I'd give you guys the grasshopper eye view and the gratuitous Joe shot. Okay, well, we're coming up on another busy intersection. That's the one bad problem about the Midland Trail, besides the homeless population, is it intersects a lot of major streets, because this is Highway 24. If you want to get up into the mountains, the real mountains, or you want to head to Cripple Creek, that's what you take, Highway 24. Thank you. So yeah, pardon the traffic noise. A couple of good Harleys running around there. But yeah, well, thanks for coming along. I think what we'll do is we'll head back to the America the Beautiful Park, do a spin around it, and I think that's where we'll end the video today. Again, if you're new, thanks for joining us. We'd love to have you along for the ride as a permanent subscriber. And big thumbs up to all our long-time subscribers or even short-time subscribers. We really do appreciate it. We know you could be doing something else with your valuable time. We appreciate you spending a little bit of it with us. Oh, got an ambulance or a fire truck or something coming. You always gotta feel sorry for those poor emergency services people when they have to fight this traffic. Okay, we're gonna go ahead here. This is another one of those elevated crosswalks. Yeah, you do have to watch out for impatient bicyclists. Like I said, I don't know what it is, but boy, people get an e-bicycle and even an e-tricycle, and all of a sudden they gotta go as fast as they can all the time. It's just so weird. Okay. If you went straight there, that would take you over to Chestnut, I believe, Street, and a back way over to the Walnut Street bike lane, which will take you over to the at Platt Avenue. If you take a right turn, you're going to go into a cul-de-sac, and you'll be able to pick up the Mason Springs Greenway Trail. Got Fountain Creek over here again, but the bush is so high you can't see it. As you can see, that's I-25 up there, and then they've got an off-ramp for South 8th Street and Highway 24 West, and of course they've got an up-ramp for to put you on the interstate. Highway 24 East will take you right into downtown Colorado Springs. You'll go right by the new Warner Field. That's for our soccer team here in Colorado Springs. What are they called? I think they're called the Switchbacks, but I'm not 100% sure on that. And I don't know what level of they're a pro team, but I don't know what level they are. Okay, so we're gonna cross over Fountain Creek here. Yeah, one side is dirt and the other side is concrete. The side that goes into the park is concrete. So we should be able to spin by the Julie Penrose Fountain, and because it's a weekday and they don't have it turned on Saturday and Sunday, they turn it on so many months of the year, and it spins in the wind very, very slowly. but it also shoots water in the middle coming down, and in the bottom is a little wading pool for the kids. So that's just, you know, just a cool thing. Okay, so this is the Julie Penrose fountain here. We call it the lock washer. Because if you look at it, it looks kind of like a giant lock washer. And like I said, there is a bit of the homeless population that hangs out here, but not too bad. And there's a lot of benches. It's a real nice place to, you know, find a seat. Although sadly, most of the benches seem to be in the sun. Never have quite figured that out. So we're going to spin all the way around so you can see everything. Playground right there, restrooms, and they have a covered picnic veranda, but you have to have a reservation. I mean, I know people use it anyway, but you're supposed to have a reservation. And don't ask me what these obelisks are here for. I have no idea. I guess just to look fancy. We'll spin over here, and this is the Sky Bridge, and that opaque glass in the middle is the actual elevator, so you don't have to climb that massive bunch of stairs to get up to the Sky Bridge, and then over to the United States Olympic Paralympic Museum. I'll go back over here so you can get this like center view here. Got Pikes Peak there. Originally, when they named this park, it was called Confluence Park because two rivers ran into, well, not rivers, but creeks ran into each other. So it was the confluence point of the two creeks. But then they had some, during the bicentennial, they renamed it to America the Beautiful. And they've got more benches down here and more places to sit. They named it America the Beautiful to follow along the, and you know, to hook in with the bicentennial of the United States. Okay. All right. Well, so that's going to be the end of the video. Again, thanks for coming along. Remember, it's enough to be on your way. It's enough just to cover ground. It's enough, as always, to be moving on. Till next time. I'm BJ.
I'm Joe.
And we're the Ondos. And our site is called Out and About on the Recumbents. All right. Till we see you next time, have an awesome day and happy trails. Bye.